Actually, I just kind of shut myself away because nobody else could really understand. This is probably the best thing that's ever happened to you. You know, you've got to grow from this, otherwise it's going to grow on you. I remember a good friend of mine, Rich, who he kept calling me. I think it must have been about a week later or a few days later, and I was still very much in this guilt mindset. And Rich had been in the army at my age. He'd been, you know, in wars, been shot at, and had to see much worse things. And he just gave me this really like tough love, like ex-military approach. And he was like, you know, this is probably the best thing that's ever happened to you. And he said, you know, you've got to grow from this, otherwise it's going to grow on you. I'll never forget that. I was in my bedroom at the time when I spoke to him, and it was just what I needed. It wasn't easy to hear, but he
Yeah.
was right. And basically, I just went 100 miles an hour. I threw myself into fundraising. I decided if I couldn't climb Everest, I was going to cycle it. But I did what I'd always done. And all I knew was to try and find an opportunity, you know, try and make something good out of this. Like I'd been saved for some reason and I had an obligation to the Sherpas to try and, you know, make that count.